everyone, welcome back to First Rep. I hope you've had a good time off and you watched, the previous videos we've dropped. We give you some good
Good laugh.
yeah. The last one was a little bit funny, but
Yeah.
it's actually,
True.
it's true, it's real. Those are time wasters, so don't bother with them.
Yeah.
Rolly, how have you been?
Thank you for that beautiful question. I have been good, but I have gotten into something that seems like it's more than me. So, New Year resolution, I decided, okay, I want to move more.
Wait,
then-
wait. I thought we said no New Year resolutions.
Walk with me.
Okay.
So I decided to start running. Now, as you know, it has been something. Guys, let me tell you, if you have not started running, don't start it. Bad idea, abort mission.
But what about the health benefits? to
I mean,
running?
it has benefits, I will not lie, but then it will only benefit you if you are alive to
So what are some of the
if
challenges?
you are alive to see, I need to explain it to you. It's like a toxic relationship where it's a painful process while you're doing it. When you are done, it gives you that whole like euphoria. You're so happy, you feel
Dopamine.
so fulfilled, and then you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. It wasn't that bad. You forget about what you went through before the next run, and then you're like, okay, let me do it. And then the moment you're done, you're like, I should never have done this. So it's just a bad cycle that keeps repeating itself. But it's
But you
been
can't
good.
stop.
No, I can't. It's like, see, I want to say it's like cooking, but I don't use drugs. So what I'll say is, if you use drugs and you are into running, put your name in the comment section. Put your phone number and your address so that police will come and carry you.
FBI.
But yeah, it's been good. How
been
have you been?
I've been doing okay. I tried to run is what I would say. Yeah. Because Rolly somehow volunteered us for it's not a marathon.
Tried
yeah,
to.
Yeah, for like a 10K race.
run.
Maybe she'll be there by herself on that day.
We must
Maybe
be there.
I'll be there cheering
We
her
must
on.
be there as a podcast. You guys, you have to keep pushing though too.
We'll
have
see.
to make it.
I'll keep trying. Today I tried. I did like 3K. So Rolly has been doing random 5Ks, 6Ks.
I've been losing my mind, you guys. Like I'm going through something. I don't know, but it's been good. I won't lie. It's been great.
Getting into it. So what are we discussing today?
Yes. So today we are discussing how to count your calories.
Okay.
You guys have disturbed, you have messaged,
Yeah.
you have emailed, and now
Yeah.
Dr. is saying things like your people keep asking about counting calories.
There are no tribes here. There are no tribes.
He says your people. So
I'm just
first
saying.
of all, I want to tell you guys, if you have been asking me about how to count calories, it tells me you did not watch episode 2.
Yes.
Because we explained it there. But it's okay. It's okay. This is a judgment-free zone.
Yes.
We are bringing you this episode to really teach you how to count your calories, right? So you don't go and say, I was not able to achieve anything. No, I started running because Rolly said we should run. I didn't say you should run. No, I said I ran. I didn't say you should run. But one thing I'll say is, if you want to lose weight, you need to learn how to count your calories. You need to understand your calories. If you haven't understood it, you're not going to make any progress.
Yeah, well,
you are just going to be
we are wasting our time. You are
everybody's
wasting your time.
All of us are wasting
We should not
all
be
of us
here
time.
if you don't know about your
So
calories.
if you are saying that, but I used to exercise this and that, there's no problem. I was ready for those group of people. So one thing is you are saying, everybody says, I'm too fat, I need to exercise. I'm too this. Everybody say, okay, that's what they are saying. But is it true? So how you look at it is, first, you need to keep calories on one side, calorie deficit, and you need to keep everything else you are doing for weight loss on this side. Calorie deficit is the only compulsory thing for weight loss. Anything on this side is nice to have. Yeah. It helps you. Will running help you to lose weight? Yes, it might. But that depends on if that running puts you into a calorie deficit. Now, if you say, oh, it may not be true, ask yourself, when people go, like professional runners, they go to the Olympics and, they are running, they are competing. Are those people trying to lose weight? Is that why they are running? No. Professional, what do you call them? Like wrestlers, especially sumo wrestlers. You see them like fighting. And they have many of them are like have like lots of body fat. They are literally fat. So you're thinking, and these people are just fat. They are just fighting. They are not just fat. They are not just fighting. They lift weight. They weight train. Then they eat a lot of food to make them look that way. But then they still have the underlying strength of like lots of muscle under that fat, which is what they use to fight. So if they are weightlifting and they are as big as that, what does that tell you? That weightlifting in itself is not for weight loss. It helps you build muscle. And while doing that, you might lose weight on the side if you happen to fall into a calorie deficit. But is it good for you to do? Yes. It also, signals your body to lose fat if you're in a deficit. Helps you lose fat and maintain your muscle. So when you see, when you're thinking of sports or exercise, always think of it as a helping hand. If you take out the exercise and you are not able to lose weight, you were doing it wrong. You should have been losing weight. Like when I coach clients, I try my best to not start them on exercise until like the second week or the first month. And it's intentional. Because if I tell you, get into this deficit, start eating this food and start going to the gym tomorrow, in your head you're thinking, if I miss gym for 2 days, if I miss gym for 1 week, I'm going to lose my progress. You're not going to lose your progress. On the other hand, if you miss your calorie deficit, then nobody can help you. Yes. And I'm sure if you notice the pattern, you will see like you can do exercise competition, but there's no competition for calorie deficit. The only job of calorie deficit is weight loss. Now, into explaining what a calorie deficit is. Think of it as a salary. Like if you're working and you are making 100K in a year, right? But you only need 50K. You use 50K and then you put the remaining 50K into the bank. Now, the next month you do the same thing. So you keep saving up the money. Now, after, let's say you lose the job, right? You don't have the 100K job anymore. You now have a job that is paying you 20K. But your lifestyle is that of 50K. What you need to do is you take the 20K from the salary, then you go to the bank and take another 30K and use it to, meet up to 50 for that month. And then the next month, you keep doing that. So you keep withdrawing the money you've kept aside. That's exactly how your body works with calories. Before now, you were eating and eating and eating. Your body felt it's not in a bad way. Maybe you didn't know. No, but that's what you were doing. So you ate. Don't laugh.
No.
So you ate, and your body is like, okay, this is too much food. I cannot use this amount of energy today. So it took out of it and it saved it as fat.
Yeah.
Then you ate again the next day. It did the same thing. Right. It saved it as fat. So if you see someone that is overweight, just know that your body has saved up a lot of energy in the as fat, hoping that one day you will need it and you will use it. It's not just if you have extra salary, you're not going to throw it away. You're going to save it. Same thing with your body. Your body has been saving the extra food you've been eating. So
I think I should say extra food is not necessarily extra volume. It's not necessarily
it's
eating.
Not always volume.
Yeah, it's when you think about food, you need to think of it in terms of energy.
Yes.
So your body needs 100 calories in a day. You've eaten 200 calories. Your body is going to take that extra 100 calories, convert it to fat, and store it.
Exactly.
Hoping that one day you'll come back to say, I need it.
But you didn't get to it. You just kept on eating. So it's like, okay, there's space. And it's crazy because I always think about this thing, like, why doesn't the body just stop saving this energy, right? Like, why doesn't it say enough is enough? Like, it feels like a flaw, but I don't know. I wouldn't call it, I guess.
Energy can neither be created or destroyed.
True. True. That's a good point.
So something has to happen to it, which is it converts it to fat and it keeps it in
And
your
it
body.
keeps it. So anyway, you just keep skipping it, and then you just keep getting bigger. So what you want to do is to start making less money. You need to start eating less food. So if you were eating 4,000 calories and your body was saving 2,500 and only using 1,500, it means 1,500 is your maintenance. That's an example. Now, if you have been eating that 4K or more for a long time, what you want to do is to correct that. So you don't give your body, I will use 2,000 actually, because 2,000 is a good
Number for most
number.
people.
Yeah. So 2,000, no, 2,500 for maintenance. 2,500 is actually it's a very common maintenance. So your body needs 2,500, you've been eating 4K, so it's been saving 1,500. Now you want to correct. You need it to start using the fat it saved. So you just go back to eating. You either start from eating 2,500, or if you were not so far off, you go back to eating 2,000. So if you're eating 2,000 calories a day, but your body needs 2,500, it goes to your store and removes 500 and then uses that 500, right?
Yeah.
Today. Now that's what keeps happening. Every day you eat 2,000 calories, it has to go to its store and get another 500. And the next thing you see is that you are just decreasing because the store is getting less and less.
Depleted.
So you are physically
Reducing.
reducing. So if you're doing that and you are really counting, that's what you should see. Now, if you add exercise to it, what happens is your body that was using 2,000, or 2,500 to maintain itself might now need 3,000 calories to maintain itself. So instead of getting 500, it starts to get 1,000 from your store. And then, this keeps happening until you get to a size that you should be. Then you now go back to your maintenance and even keep increasing your maintenance a little bit higher as you weight lift. So that's the idea. So now that you understand calories, understand how a deficit works pretty much, we're going to talk about how to actually count those calories.
I think before that, maybe we'll just talk about how to get into a deficit, because from your explanation now, you've basically even spoken about how to get into a deficit.
Pretty much.
Basically, a deficit is that you eat less than you need, right? It's like you're owing. You have to be owing the bank. You have to be owing.
Yeah.
That's basically how you get into a deficit. So like Rolly said, to get into a deficit, you need to find out what your body needs every day to survive.
And it's not the same for everybody.
Yeah, it's different for everybody.
But similar numbers for a lot of people, but not the same.
Yeah, everything your body does, or everything your body needs, requires energy. So you moving, you walking,
You
breathing, you use calories. When you sleep, you burn a lot of calories actually. So
that's what keeps you alive.
Yeah. So that's another quick shortcut. The more you sleep, the more calories you burn. So you can start sleeping.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah. So basically, you have to know what that is for your own body. How much calories do I need to maintain my body? How much calories do I need to stay alive? Then you have to eat something that is under the amount. So like, let's use the same 2,500 calories. So if your body requires 2,500, you need to make sure the energy you are giving your body, the food you are eating, is less than 2,500. That's eating less, eating low calorie foods, and then increasing your activity as a surplus. So when you increase your activity, so when you sit down doing nothing, you're burning calories. Now imagine when you're jumping, when you're doing extra work, your body burns more energy.
Yeah.
So that's also another way to supplement, your calorie usage, and that way you get into a deficit faster. Does that cover it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Addition, subtraction, no?
No.
Okay.
They want to know how to count.
Okay.
Show them how to count.
I wish we were going to do like a visual stuff, but it's very, very easy to count your calories. Very easy. It's not magical. It's not
physical. If you need us to draw a diagram and do demonstrations, put it in the comments.
Yes,
we'll get to that.
We'll give you like a 2-minute shot or a 1-minute shot of how to count it.
Yeah.
But it's very, very easy. So for packed food, for instance, like if you buy something that is packed, that is processed or whatever it is, at the back of it, there's always a nutritional value information. and when there's always, it is required by most food regulation agency like the FDA, or is
Depending
required
on the country.
on the country.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
we'll put an example here.
Yeah, so there's always something there, and they tell you what the calorie in it is per gram, per cup,
Yeah.
per spoon, per a specific unit of measurement, right? So let's use maybe yogurt. I don't know, why do we like yogurt? Why do we
Because we are always taking yogurt. You
Yeah.
guys, we take a lot of yogurt.
Yeah, let's say you have a tube of yogurt now. On it, you would see what the calorie value is per. It could say per 1 cup of yogurt, there are 200 calories in it. So basically, what you want to do, or maybe per 1 cup or per grams.
Per gram. Yeah, they usually put the both of them actually, like grams. I think if you have like those cups, measuring cups, you can use maybe a full cup or half a cup to match that. But if you do not have those, they usually put the gram equivalent, so you can use your scale. You need a food scale.
You need yes. Let's. This is not going to work if you don't have a food scale.
You cannot look at 5 grams or 10 grams and just know.
Yeah, it's not going to work. It's
not going to work if you keep assuming. That's why it's not working for you.
Yeah.
A food scale is not expensive. It's cheaper than even the gym that you want to register for, that you are just running up and down.
This feels like an attack. But
just go and buy a food scale.
You need a food scale for this to work. So you get a food scale. You get your. They would have put the measurement there. So 200 calories per 30 grams, for instance, right? So you have your food scale. You take your scoop. You put it in your bowl or cup of where you want to enjoy this delicious yogurt, and then you see the matching weight. Once you get to your, 30 grams, you know that you're at 200 calories.
200 calories.
If it takes 60 grams, then you're at 400 calories. It's as simple as that.
Make sure you don't weigh the plate you are using.
Yeah,
you have to
zero
zero out it. So you put the plate and press 0. Not that you will say that this is 50 grams, but this plate, the way I'm seeing this plate, is like 40 grams. Don't assume.
You need to
measure it properly, and then record it for the day. Say, I've eaten 400 calories from this yogurt.
Yeah, let's say you're having a parfait, or you want to make the yogurt rich. You want to throw in a banana there. What you do is you check on Google and search how many calories are in one standard bunch of banana. Google will give you what the calorie is per weight, or per one. You can also measure that if you want to.
Weigh the banana and check the exact weight. Like, this banana is 100 grams. How many calories are in 100 grams? So you add that to the yogurt. Remember, you're eating yogurt, you're eating the banana, and whatever fruit you have, you add that and you try and weigh it, and just have like at least a good idea of how many calories you've eaten in that meal. Keep it down for that day, and then you eat other things. They want to hear jollof rice.
We'll get to jollof rice.
Tell them.
Another thing I want to say is that you should write it down.
Yes.
You would not, if you don't journal, you'll forget. Yes. You should write it down. You should write. So once there's no point going through all this dance around of measuring and not write it down.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing. So write it down. You say, okay, this meal I had yogurt, I had banana. Write it down. Let's say in the afternoon you want to have jollof rice.
Yes.
There's a very simple way to do it again. Carry your phone, Google. How many calories are in
100
grams of jollof rice?
Weigh the jollof. That jollof you want to eat, put it on the scale, weigh it, be looking at yourself with shame as you are putting 10 scoops. So that by the time the thing says 1,000 calories, you use shame to reduce it.
Yeah. So you weigh the jollof. Same like we said, you can't. It will not work without a scale. Yeah. Put your plate on it, zero out the plate, then put your scoop of rice until you get to the calories you want. Now, if you are like me, or you like to get into the details, you say, no, Google, I don't trust. I want to do it by myself. Then you start from first principle. I'm thinking you want to make jollof rice, so you need rice, you need oil, you need tomato paste, you need tomatoes. You bring all those things out. You line it up on the table.
Then you start weighing it one by one.
One by one. You take your rice.
Weigh your oil.
You take your You don't want to weigh your oil because the things it will tell you, but weigh your oil.
You should weigh your oil.
No, I'm just
That's
saying.
where the whole calorie is.
Take your oil. I can guarantee you that the oil is
If
what
you
has
want
the
to
most
skip
calories.
the line, just weigh your oil, weigh your rice. Those are the biggest things that you're going. And then obviously weigh your meat. Don't think that meat and jollof is all the same. There's no such thing. Like, this is separate. So you eat jollof, then you eat the meat or chicken or whatever you want to eat with that meal.
Yeah, you need
so
to count
remember,
that.
So if you are saying that your daily limit is 1/8, but inside one plate of jollof,
you've eaten 1/8.
You've already eaten 1/8 or you've eaten 1/5. You ask yourself that after that meal, are you going to bed? A busy breakfast that you ate. So you need to kind of balance these things. That's why you want to like allocate calories for each meal. So if you have 1/8 for the whole day, you're thinking
you don't want to eat 1/5
don't
at
want to
once.
eat 1/5
if your requirement is 1/8,
except night
right?
has reached. And if you finish your 1/8 by 6 o'clock, that means it's bedtime.
So
water is 0 calorie. You can drink that one.
Coffee too, 0 calorie.
Coffee without cream.
Yes, without
or
cream.
sugar.
Yes, black coffee.
Say that.
Black coffee is 0 calorie.
Starbucks.
Black tea, green tea, 0 calorie. If you want some
lots.
flavors in your mouth,
If you put honey inside, there's calorie in honey, there's calorie in maple syrup, there's calorie in sugar.
There are 0 calorie sweeteners, by the way. So you can, if you want it to be a little bit sweet, you can get a 0 calorie sweetener if you need something. But everything else.
Someone asked for pepper soup.
Pepper soup is almost is the same. Seriously. So you get, if you want to, the easiest way is go on Google and say,
check the specific pepper soup.
Is it goat meat you're eating or is it catfish?
Tell it what it contains. You can even use ChatGPT. That's the best. Like, tell it that, okay, I'm having this pepper soup. I'm seeing catfish. I'm seeing pomo. I'm seeing shaki.
Roundabout.
I'm seeing roundabout. The thing is looking a bit
Assorted.
oily. That this, based on what I know, this is what they put inside. What are you thinking in terms of calories? Then you weigh, and then you can have an idea. Or if you made the pepper soup from scratch, you can make each ingredient. Like, you can weigh.
You bring out all the ingredients, get your fish, weigh it, check the calories. The way you just make pepper soup, the way I make it anyways, is just like it's the broth of it, right? You cook it in the broth. So weigh your fish, the spices that you're using, check how many calories are in it.
No, usually
sum it up.
Spices are like almost 0 calories.
Yeah.
Like all the salt,
less than
pepper,
5, So
they're very low.
And typically when something is less than 5 calories, they just round it up to 0.
Like sometimes they round it up to 0, sometimes they write 5. But I promise you that if you're not losing any weight, it's not because you were putting spice.
It's not spice.
That there's something else wrong. So, you and your calories and the food you are eating, you people need to be one. You need to understand yourselves well. Leave your exercise on one side, let it rest. Get that one right. When you get it right, and after 2 weeks to 1 month, you are seeing yourself losing the weight, then you add the exercise. So you are sure that exercise is supplementing. It's not the whole building block.
I'm going to give you a tip on how not to stress yourself counting these calories plenty times. It's boring, but it's easy.
It works.
It's boring, but it's easy. What you need to do is meal prep. Eat the same thing.
Similar meals.
Every day or every other day. So if what you eat every morning is yogurt and banana, and you know that's 400 calories, you don't need to count. It's going to it will always be 400. You don't need to count that again. If in the evening you eat 100 grams of chicken breast and 2 slices of bread, every time you eat that, it's 300 calories. It's always 300.
Like all the gym rats, you see them eating similar foods, and you're wondering that why are these people always eating chicken breast every time yogurt? What is it? It's because, number one, those things have high protein, and number two, we already know how many calories are in those things, so we don't need to count. In
those things, you can eat it and spread, be full.
If I don't know how much chicken breast I will need to eat before I will go over my calories. So that's why. So you want to look for low calorie meals that give you high volume, especially a lot of protein. Like, protein is your friend. Try to reduce carbs, try to reduce fats, processed food, just goodbye to them. Try and eat more whole foods and, lots and lots of protein. You eat a whole lot of food within your daily limit of that 1/8 that you're going for.
Yeah, I don't count my calories, and I can guarantee you that most people they don't count their calories anymore because they eat similar foods or the same thing, so they have an idea of it. They've counted it once before, and maybe you don't even want to eat the same things back to back. Once you've done this counting for a period of time, you would
You
know.
now know.
You'll know what you are eating. So now you're informed.
Yeah.
So once you've done this counting, just continue to eat similar foods, then you don't have to continue to count. To wrap this all up, calories. Calories is energy that your body needs to survive, to sustain itself, right? For you to be in a deficit, you need to eat, or you need to give your body less energy than it needs. And then your body will take
the
rest
from
of what
your
it
fat
needs
stores.
from your fat stores, right? Exercising is supplemental for your weight loss. The main thing you need to do to lose weight is to eat in a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Have we covered
I believe so.
all our...
If you guys have any more questions, keep reaching out, keep asking me. Don't worry, I'll not attack you. We will explain it as much as we can. But please put these things into practice. Try your best and keep asking more questions.
Thanks again for watching. Thanks for spending the time. I'm your host, Dotun.
And I am Rolly. See you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.